So the next two centers kind of on the list are Nick Bonino out in San Jose, a guy who spends his summers in Edmonton, and even though he's American.
This was a summer chat.
It was a summer chat. They did have a chat.
A couple years ago, right?
A couple years ago before he signed in.
I feel like we've done this before.
So that's an interesting one. And the other one would be, like Liam said, Nick Bukestad. Tyler Mulick is a everyday listener of Oilers Nation every day. He describes Nick Bukestad as long Derek Ryan.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hopefully he scores on the road.
Well, listen, if we could get one scoring at home, the other one scoring on the road,
Double whammy.
Easy goes.
We thought Leon and McDavid was dangerous.
Mm-hmm. And Bukestad's been scoring at a decent rate this year. He's only 30.
Super cheap too, is he not?
$900K, and he shoots right, which is something they need.
So really, we're getting into a point now where the big names, the flashy names, are kind of off. Like,
we're scraping the barrel.
Carl's still out there. I get that, but I mean,
we're back to scraping the barrel.
But we're going to be bringing in like Kulak-esque players, some guys without big targets on their name. They quietly come in and do their jobs properly is all we really need out of them. It's not going to be a flashy name or a flashy
For
resume.
Centers, yes.
It's gonna be
Forwards,
boring.
period.
For wings, there are flashy names out
Like?
there. Patrick Kane.
Oh, yeah. He's... Yeah, I kind of like all-round players. I want someone like...
Yeah, you're right.
PKs, like his defense's own starts.
But Patrick Kane. 5 goals in his last 2 games. Come on.
Here's something else I'm kind of intrigued by, and Original Puzar, correct me if I'm wrong, but a guy like Nick Bukestad, $900,000 against the cap right now. A guy like Luke Shen in Vancouver, who is being held out tonight and is actually flying back to Vancouver because apparently they're working on a deal. He's only $850K against the cap. If they were to get retained by half, you would have, if you were to acquire one of those, either Shen at $425K against the cap and Bukestad is $450K. That really helps your cap picture to have a guy against the cap who's like below league minimum. And that right there might be worth looking at. Could you imagine
players at $1 million?
That's what they did with Derek Brassard last year, right?
Yeah. But like if you could swap Warren Fogle for Nick Bukestad, you're creating a lot of cap space. And that could go a long ways.
And I like the lefty-righty swap too.
How much money do the Oilers have today available?
I don't think any.
There's got to be a little bit.
Well, they're an LTIR, right? So their projected deadline cap space, according to Cap Friendly right now, is $562,000. I'm not sure how that number is calculated.
Sorry, dollars or $1,000?
About $500,000.
$1,000.
So they could afford one of those guys at half price.
Yes.
So they could have
That's a good point.
they could have 21 players on the roster.
You could probably.
Now we're cooking, baby.
You could bring both of them in and send down Devin Score.